each and every day, whether it be the spring, summer, and going into the fall. I don't know. I haven't been around Lorenzo enough, because we've been on the road recruiting. But what I do know when we first stepped foot on campus, to this point, I've been excited about what I see, And I think with Sonny, whether his brother was here or not, he's intrinsically motivated to be the very best version of himself.
Coach, with Lathan last spring and last summer, you talked about him as a player that was putting in a lot of unseen work that you guys were recognizing, stuff that we don't see, stuff that the fans don't see. Has Lathan continued to step into that role as a leader and bring other people with him? Have there been players that have been unprompted to do work like that this offseason that you've seen today?
So we do have a saying, unrequired work, unseen hours, unrequired work, and he's done that. And yes, he's brought guys along with him. I think the whole group is starting to understand that it's not rocket science, but it's about what you put into this game outside of what's required of you. And so he's definitely carried that mantra into the spring, this summer, and it's exciting to see his leadership roll out.
A lot of people are excited about Kai Stokes and his development. Of course, he had a really good spring game last year, and stepping into a role now where he's still young. You mentioned with Sonny, he's 18 years old. Kai's younger. What role do you see for him coming up this season?
I think with everybody, there's no specific role that I know going into this summer or this August that, hey, this is what you're going to be. This I do know, that you got to come to work every day. And I ask all those guys to be champions in their role. Whatever their role is, no role is too small, And so I ask guys just to be champions in their role, whatever that may be.
Josh Proctor's been a tantalizing guy for a long time. We've seen his potential. It hasn't looked quite come together. What do you see from him this spring? Do you think he's poised to have about a year?
I would hope so. With Josh, just being able to learn the system and really, really get into a groove of, okay, this is what you're asked to do. And you just got to put good days on top of good days. And to this point, he's done that. And that's for everybody. Nobody's guaranteed a role as far as a starter. That's the beauty of competition. And that's what we pride ourselves on as a program here. We compete in everything we do.
I don't think last year it starts, misses the tackle, doesn't play, Lathan takes his job. It has to be discouraged, right?
I just think it's a character building moment. You come to Ohio State to be the best, to play with the best, and to play against the best. And so each and every day, coaches included, you got to bring it. And that's the beauty of being at a place like this.
How did he handle it? How do you think he handled it?
I thought he handled it well. He was never a distraction. We talk about being selfless. We talk about team. And he was the epitome of that. Even though he had a lot riding on one specific season, I think he learned a lot. And it showed him his character, and it showed his teammates and his brothers his character as well.
How different do you feel? You had a full season, full off season now. You got the summer. Just kind of your familiarity with the rest of the staff with Ohio State. How different is this off season for you?
It's been good. Obviously, being here for a whole year now, and just understanding true culture, the day in and day out of what this place is. I love it. I love my players. I love this program. It's awesome to wake up, get up in the morning, and be at the very best, and give your very best. And so, for me, just the passion and the desire to win games and do it at a high level and accomplish what we set out to do as a program.
I know you weren't here a few years ago. Ohio State loses to Clemson. We heard that was used as a motivating factor throughout the offseason. How much has the Georgia game, maybe even the Michigan game as well, kind of been reflected around here to motivate guys this offseason, or is that even necessary?
The game is played between years. It's about us. We are Ohio State, and so it's about us putting in the work day in and day out, preparation, understanding where we fell short, and making sure that we make those proper corrections, as a staff, as coaches, as players, and continue to grind and move forward. We understand the expectations. Win the big team up north, win the Big Ten and national championship. So those things won't change. So the challenge is really within us in this building, and it starts and ends there.
Kind of in the same vein of what he asked you, where are you better this offseason? You get asked about players all the time where they've taken the big jump. Where have you taken the big jump since the Georgia game?
Mindset. maturity, comfort level, understanding what failure really feels like, just holistically. It's exciting to see the young men in the meeting room, on the field, with that fire in their eye, understanding that we can do whatever we want to do in this game. We just got to put in the work and making sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's and being realistic with ourselves as far as where we must get better. And I've seen that. And that's what's exciting to me when I'm in front of the guys and going to work with them.
Sorry if you've already been asked, but Cam had such a good spring from our point of view. Has he continued that, trending toward major playing time, and where have you seen him grow, maybe even since spring?
He's a talented young man, make no mistake. And so, once again, just to see him grow, he played quarterback in high school, and to see him make the transition when he first got here to all of a sudden now he's here playing the nickel position and getting comfortable and developing that confidence. And so I've still seen that to this point. We've been on the road, but, just to get the comments that he's working hard, and he's doing the extra, and he's doing the necessary things in order to be the very best player. So he just has to continue that. It's a long summer, and we got a lot ahead of us, but I see him trending in the right direction.
Ronnie ran through, I think, 2 or 3 84 defensive backs coaches during his time here. Cam and Lathan have had a couple now. Can you see that continuity is helping them this offseason?
Yes, and it starts with trust. It starts with relationship and trust. And I love my room. We have nothing but love for each other. We have a great brotherhood, and I see them. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going in the same direction, and it's exciting to see that. And we will continue that.
Barry, were you able to see enough of Jahad Carter this spring to know how he might be able to help you guys in the fall?
It's unfortunate that he got hurt during the spring. He's full tilt now, going through workouts, running and everything. So, I got a pretty good idea, but I hate that I didn't get those practices in, just because he's coming into a new system, even though he's played a lot where he came from. He's still coming into a new system. And, the only way I know you get better is to practice. And so I'm looking forward to working with him this summer going into fall camp.
Do you have a vision at all for positionally how you might like to use him?
The cool thing is we got enough pieces to move him around, and the thing is they're getting a great grasp of the defense and the scheme. So, I'll be able to plug and play guys and put guys in certain situations, depending on who we're playing and depending on where we're trying to attack. So that's the cool thing about going into year 2 is, it's not the first time they've heard something. It's not the first time they've practiced something. So now we're able to get into some things down the road that I think definitely will be advantageous for us.
Do you think it will be more game plan driven? It seems like you have like 6-7 guys who can play at different body type skill sets. How much will who you're playing dictate what happens?
Absolutely. That has a lot to do with it. And at the end of the day, it's about matchups. And we're trying to find the very best matchup to create the very best opportunities for us to have success.